Hello and welcome. My name is Kim with Lotus Within Yoga, and thank you for joining me to day 27 of my 30 Days of Yoga Challenge. Now, today I feel like I'm struggling. It's cold and snowy, and that makes me sad. I know it's winter. I get it. I live in Canada. This is what happens. But so I'm going to take this mood that I feel like I'm in, and I'm going to bring it to you guys, and I am going to just keep it nice and low and down to the ground. And we're just going to really give ourselves a little bit of TLC for our hips and just kind of keep things a little on the chiller side today because I'm struggling to find any energy whatsoever. So, no props are required, but if you have them nearby, great, have them handy. And you can grab your stuff, maybe grab a blanket so you can get kind of cozy during this, and we'll get started. All right, so like I said, we're gonna just hang out nice and low. So let's lay down. Find yourself laying down on your mat. And we're going to just start with a nice little reclined butterfly. So you're going to have the soles of the feet together, knees drop open. If you have props, you can always put some props or blocks or pillows underneath the knees. Really kind of helps give you a little bit of assistance if you wish or if you have. And again, those feet always can go as close or far away from your pelvis as feels good for you. You just want to be feeling a nice stretch, a nice opening. There is no requirement other than you listen to your body. So with your arms, you can have them at your sides, just keeping those shoulders rolled and tucked under the body. Or you can get into the upper body a little bit by making the same shape, hands on top of each other, elbows wide, getting a little bit into the shoulders here. We just really want to make sure that we're not flaring through the ribs so that we can get our arms up there. So if you find that your lower back is shooting up off the mat because of that, please bring your arms back down here. Okay. And today we'll work with the affirmation, I have unique gifts to share. I have unique gifts to share. And really deepening your breath and trying to find softness in the body. What are you holding on to? Are you holding on to this resentment of the cold like I am right now? And just try to let it go with every breath. And we'll just take two more breaths here in this reclined butterfly. Okay, if you had your arms overhead, you can bring them back down and you can allow them to come onto the either side of your thighs and help them come back up through center, soles and feet flat on the ground. Maybe take those feet wide, drop the knees in towards each other, and just take a moment to release through the low back. I have unique gifts to share. Let's do a reclined pigeon from here. So you can take the feet back to about hip width distance apart. We're going to take our right ankle, crossing it over our left thigh, really pressing out through that right knee so that we're getting that opening through the hip. And maybe right here is where you need to be, or you can put that left foot up on a block, or maybe hugging that left thigh in closer to you by holding onto the back of the thigh or the shin. Just really ensuring that we're keeping that right knee pressing open, not curling up through the shoulders or the tailbone. Nice elongated spine. If it also feels a little bit out of reach, you can always grab a yoga strap or, a dog leash and use that to help make your arms just a little bit longer. And you can just loop it around that leg and bring it in. All sorts of different ways. And just where can you invite a little more softness in this pose? Softness through the face, your jaw, softness on the inner dialogue. We'll take 2 more breaths right here. Excellent. And if you have that left leg raised, you can gently bring that back down. And what we're going to do is come to a shoelace pose from here. So we're going to allow the right leg to fully cross over top of the left. And roughly you're going to be stacking one knee on top of the other. So once you do that, you can start to walk that left foot over to the right, and maybe you can hold on to either foot onto your ankles. Again, yoga strap is a great way for this to work too. You can grab a yoga strap, put it around your knees, and see if you can start to bring them in closer to your body. Again, if you can reach your knees, great. You can have them help bring your knees in towards you. Just feeling a really nice deep stretch into the glutes from here. But again, you really want to keep a long spine, so try not to be curling up like this if you can avoid it. And breathe. I have unique gifts to share. And 2 more breaths here. Gently releasing your grip, whether that's the ankles or the knees. Gently guide those feet back down to the ground. We're going to twist it out from here, shifting the hips over to the right and allow the knees to drop to the left. Now you can keep the cross of the legs only if it doesn't feel too intense. You want to make sure that you're listening to your body for this. So you can always just stack one shin on top of the other. Also using a block or pillow underneath the knees, in between the knees, keeping the shoulders down and grounded into the mat. And maybe the gaze stays up or it starts to drop over your right shoulder. Full nourishing breath. Having these nice, big, full, deep breaths really helps tell your nervous system that you are okay, you are safe. And I don't know about you, but my nervous system needs to hear that quite often with the chaos that seems to be going on around us. Send yourself a little bit of gratitude for showing up for yourself here today. One more breath right here. And slowly, one knee at a time, you can come back up through center. And taking whatever movement feels good or stillness. I'm going to hug my knees into my chest. Give myself a little squeeze, a little compression, a little rocking back and forth, massaging out the low back. And we'll repeat that on the other side. So soles of the feet flat back onto the earth. We're going to take our left ankle this time, crossing it over top of the right thigh, really pressing our left knee to the bottom corner, keeping that nice external rotation of the hip. And slowly, maybe you can start to bring that right thigh in towards you, maybe using a strap or holding onto the back of the thigh or the shin, keeping the tailbone curled down towards the mat and trying to keep those shoulders down on the mat as well. Maybe a slight tuck of the chin just to keep that neck nice and long. And breathe. Noticing if any tension is starting to creep in. Just gently remind yourself to go back to your breath, focusing on the inhales and exhales. Two more big breaths right here. And gently bring that right foot back to the ground, releasing your grip. And from here, we're going to cross that left leg over the right, walking that right foot over to the left, maybe hanging on to opposite ankle or foot, or you can start to bring the knees in towards you. Just remembering to keep the hips down. You don't want to be curling all the way up. That you don't need to be putting that extra tension. You just want to be feeling this nice stretch into the glutes here, finding whatever grip suits you. And then finding the softness. A little discomfort is absolutely okay. That's where we're getting the big magical changes. But pain is no. We don't do pain. Just want to be feeling these stretches. So please don't force yourself. Get your ego out of the way and listen to the messages that your body is telling you. Nourish it with those big, deep breaths. Two more big breaths here. Gently releasing the grip. Bring the soles of the feet back down. We're going to do that twist again. So whether you're keeping your legs crossed or just stacking one knee on top of the other, which is what I'm going to do, you can shift those hips over to the left side of the mat. Allow the knees to drop over to the right. Shoulders both down and grounded. As you bring your arms to a cactus or a T shape. And breathe as you expand out into this twist. Gaze can stay up towards the sky, or maybe it falls over your left shoulder. Just whatever is best for your neck. And breathe. Scanning through the body. Just noting if there's anywhere you can just be 10% softer. And 2 more breaths here in this twist. And softly, one knee at a time, coming back through center. And then finding whatever movement feels good to release out through the low back, whether that's hugging your knees in towards your chest, taking your feet wide, allowing the knees to drop in towards each other. From here, we'll take a little waterfall. So still just laying down here on our backs. We're just going to allow the legs to go up to the sky and have a slight bend in them. Not a problem. They don't need, not supposed to be active through this by any means. You're just going to gently have a nice inversion of the blood flow of the legs. Actually take it to a dead bug from here, so you can actually allow the arms to come up as well. And just kind of hang there, suspending. Take 2 more breaths here. And go ahead and hug yourself. Hug those knees in. Give yourself a great big hug. Maybe a little rock back and forth to release through that low back. Any little movements that you need or feel the urge to do. Because we are going to set up for a nice little Shavasana. So when you're ready, go ahead and take up as much space as comfortable for you. Maybe grabbing a nice blanket if you didn't have one already to get yourself nice and warm and cozy. Palms shine up to the sky, shoulders tuck in and underneath the body. Toes can flop to the side. You find softness through your brows, your eyes, your cheek, your jaw. Soften. And take a few moments of surrender. Start to deepen your breath. You bring little movements back to your body, maybe wiggling through your fingers and the toes, rolling out wrists and ankles, taking the arms overhead for a big good morning stretch. As you turn to one side and press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Whew, all right. I think that's exactly what I needed. I'm feeling a lot more calm and a little less frazzled. It's still cold, but that's okay. I know that I've given my body what it needs so that I can continue to be a curmudgeon in this winter weather. Thank you so much for joining me in these last few days of this challenge. It's been so much fun to do this with you guys. Please leave a comment, share, and as always, please subscribe. Until tomorrow, thank you so much, guys. Namaste.